Good evening and thank you for joining me. Hurricane Ida right now is undergoing rapid intensification, and right now, as you look on the satellite imagery, it is rotating around a pivot point. You can actually see that pivot point right here. It's basically weaker energy to the southwest, like less convection to your southwest. So it's rotating around that pivot point because the convection is not fully wrapped around. The eye wall has not fully formed yet. It just underwent an eye wall replacement cycle and just is now forming a new eye wall. Once this eye wall forms, rapid intensification will kick in once again, and the pressures will really deepen. I mean, they're already down to 955, and they've been dropping at a rate of about 2 to 3 millibars an hour. Even though it's undergoing eye wall replacement cycle, it is still strengthening because the storm is forming right now. So this is actually a forming eye wall. Once this eye wall forms, it actually has not underwent an eye wall replacement cycle. It is actually forming an eye wall right now, and a very impressive one at that. So this is where your eye wall has already formed, and I'm seeing this on radar as well. Your eye wall has formed on your northern side and your eastern side, but not so much on your southwestern side. Well, it's pivoting, so it's like, but it is strengthening. So this pivot point is causing you to go to the southwest, but then it will go to the south, and then we'll pivot, and then we'll basically make a quick U-turn and go back to the northwest. So let me just, update that again. But let's look at water temperatures, at the recon data. As I said, 955 millibars. This is where Ida is, about 88.5 and about 27.4, basically. 27.3, 27.4. So this is where Ida is at the moment. So 88.5, which is right about here, but 27.4. So here. But she's moving west-northwest to northwest, so basically into all this warm water here. So let's look at National Data Buoy Center. I'm going to see if anything's changed. Yeah, this is actually one that's really close to New York. Okay, so let's look at the National Data Buoy Center. It's weird. So about air temperature 84. So Ida will probably pass just a little bit to the east of here, so again 84. Okay. Green Canyon. So Ida will definitely pass over this area. Yeah, you had a gust front that came through. So water temperatures, boom, 86. So, yeah. And Ida passed over this area, so water temperatures. So you see, it went from 86 down to 82 degrees. So yeah, because of upwelling from Ida's passage. So now let's look at the satellite imagery again. Let's, look at it again. See, as I said, it's going to pivot to the south, and then it will basically go to the east. So you see, she is pivoting to the southwest, but then she will also try to pivot, you know, like kind of like do a loop and then go continue in its present track once the eye perfectly forms. So this is the eye trying to basically form. So the eye wall is trying to basically get bigger. The eye is trying to get bigger as the convection wraps around. See? You see the convection, you know, while there is a lot of a very central, very deep central dense overcast, look at the very deep convection, right? What you would, like right here, you see the darker colors? Once it is fully enclosed and it's all uniform, that's when the storm can just, you know, feed and feed and feed without worrying about, you know, being this, you know, the eye being disrupted or its intensification being disrupted. See how it was not so uniform? Now it's very uniform. I would say the eye only has, I don't know, an hour or so before it's very symmetrical again. It will remain symmetrical up to the point of landfall. So I would say another 12 hours until landfall. And once landfall occurs, landfall should occur somewhere here. This is where I believe the landfall will occur. Basically in Cocodire, Louisiana. Cocodire is basically where the landfall will occur. If you're in Cocodire, this is an unsurvivable storm. Unsurvivable. Dulac, same thing. Unsurvivable. This is not a survivable storm. If you're in Galino, same thing. If you're in Houma, I would also actually issue mandatory evacuations. Evacuate. See, Terrebonne, I would evacuate. I would say, you know, I don't even think the hospital is that safe. Considering, look what's right near the hospital. I would say just evacuate the whole damn place. Maybe go to Morgan City, but still you're gonna get a lot of rain. Lafayette is your best bet. If you have time and the money, go to Lafayette, or you know, Lafayette I think will escape any major damage from this time. Baton Rouge, don't be near the rivers. If you live right near the river, I would say go further east because you will get a lot of flooding from the rain. Maybe not flooding, but I would not advise parking your car under any trees. I would say if anyone wants to evacuate, go to the Walmart Supercenter. Like, go there. Go to Louisiana State University. I mean, there's got to be shelters being set up in the state. I'm going to see if there's any shelters. This is what I need to be showing. This is really important. See, open shelters. Find open shelters. I mean, these shelters are from the Red Cross. So these are all Red Cross shelters, basically. So it's in Tangipahoa Parish, Tangipahoa Parish, City of Hammond. So it's 2500 West Park Avenue. Shelter ID is 50,738. It's open. It's Hammond West Side. The address is 2500 West Park Avenue in Hammond, Louisiana. Also, there's another shelter, Lee Road Junior High School. Address is 79131 Highway 40 in Covington in St. Tammany Parish. And also there is one in Amite, the city of Amite, in Tangipahoa Parish, 50,870. Amite High School. That shelter is open because of Hurricane Ida. Also, there's another shelter north of Slidell. It's in Pearl River in St. Tammany Parish, Creekside Junior High School. Shelter ID is 55,009. Address is, as I said, 65434 Highway 41, Pearl River, Louisiana, in St. Tammany Parish. I'm going to be going through every single shelter because this is what's most important now. It's not just where the storm is going to go. Just evacuate. If you have the time, and just please go there now. Go there like right now. As soon as, if you're seeing this video and you know it's not too late, leave. 140811. Killen Safe Room. The address is 18324 Highway 43 in the city of Killen, in Hancock Parish. The address, as I said, is 18324 Highway 43. Just remember, 18324 Highway 43. I would not recommend going to these shelters because they're too close to the water. But these shelters are all out of harm's way. Bugalasa, 100 MJ Israel Drive, Bugalasa High School, 100 MJ Israel Drive, in Washington Parish, in the city of Bogalusa. And the website is redcross.org, or just get help. Just type it in Google, Red Cross Shelter Louisiana, and you'll get all that information. But let's see if any other shelters are open. See, BRLA, oh, that's Baton Rouge. Louisiana shelters. Louisiana hurricane shelters. It's the American Red Cross. Okay, so now let's move on back towards the satellite imagery. And I think it just made a turn to the south. It probably just made a turn to the south. Let's see. Yes, see, it is pivoting back to the south. Let's see, boom, right there, blow-ups. So it's finally starting to become more symmetrical. It still looks pretty oblong, but the eye wall's trying to become more circular. See, it's starting to open up here. Right there, see that? And I am now looking on my phone on radar scope. And looking on radar scope, and guess what? The thunderstorms are basically starting to finally form all around the eye. It's becoming very intense. Wow, even at 25,000 feet, there's actually not much snow. This is absolutely insane. There's so much tropical energy with this storm that even at 30,000 feet, it's actually rain mixed. So the freezing level goes all the way up to about almost 30,000 feet. Your freezing level the freezing level actually fluctuates, but it's about like 15, 20, like 30, almost 20,000 feet, so it's really high up. Very unusual. Usually it's like 15,000 feet, but this is like, it's about 25,000 feet is the freezing level, basically. So let's look at its pivoting. Yeah, right here, see? See how it's going northwest and now it's going back to the west? Yeah, it's basically going west again. So, yeah, what I'm doing is called nowcasting. So it was going northwest, and then basically, you know, turned west, basically. That's what it's basically doing right now. And basically it's going to go west, and then it's going to go back to the northwest. It's going to probably make landfall somewhere in, you know, probably Fourchon, basically. It's probably gonna come ashore in this area here. In Terrebonne Bay, Lake Pelto, Caillou Bay. Caillou Bay, what? Okay, Caillou. Oh yeah, that's a French name, I forgot. Caillou is actually a French name. So yeah, that bay was always named Caillou. So Caillou is not like, oh, let's make up this word called Caillou. No, Caillou is actually a very common French name. Name Caillou is in French origin, basically. And you know what it means in French? Pebble. Yeah, it means pebble in French. So, yeah, isn't that cool? Pebble Bay, basically. If you want to translate it into English, it's Pebble Bay. So, yeah. Ever remember the show Caillou? Well, his name in English means pebble. Isn't that cool? Anyway, possibly a landfall as far west as Pebble Bay. I do not think a landfall is going to occur in central Louisiana, even though it looks like it's going west. I mean, this is where I'm thinking landfall is going to occur. Even though it is pivoting to the west, I do think it's going to end up going back to the north. See how all these thunderstorms are getting really intense here? Let's look back at aircraft recon data just for a moment. See, now it's going to fly into the right front quadrant. Let me pause, and I'm going to update it then. I realize that might not be a good thing because I want to get this video out there and warn as many people as possible. So let me just end this video. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Please, this is my new YouTube channel. I need to get as many subscribers as I can, because basically what I'm doing is I'm warning people. I'm not doing this to get money or to, you know, because I want to be famous or anything like that. You know, if all I cared about was fame and nothing else, I would have not done YouTube. I would have done something else. I would have done TikTok instead. But I actually care about people. Like, I care about my viewers. I care about people who are living in harm's way. I'm gonna try to get this video out as much as possible because I want you to go to those shelters. So please just go to those shelters. I'm actually gonna put the shelter information in the description. So if you can go there, please go to those shelters. Please. I'm ending the video now. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you do live in harm's way, please go to those shelters, or to your friends or family's places outside of harm's way. Thank you for watching, and good night, and stay safe, everyone.